Is he on the hub? Like, are his videos on the hub, or is he on the hub right now? Because he's not currently on the hub, and I don't think our videos are on the hub. Our videos are not on the hub. Has anyone you have been either in other relationships been better than your man you're with? Have I ever had anybody better than my husband? Is that what you're asking?
But even if you had, it wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, my husband's not insecure. I'm good, David. How are you? Do you check each other's phones or completely trust each other? Completely trust each other.
Yeah.
Well, so Tom won't let me have his phone. Purely because the other day we were ordering dinner and I gave him my phone to order his dinner, and I was like, I'll give you your phone so I can doom scroll while you do that. So I was scrolling through and I happened to sign him up for daily Jesus updates from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and they would not stop ringing him.
They kept ringing me every day, leaving voicemails.
And I think that's hilarious. So I'm not allowed Tom's phone because I can't be trusted not to sign him up for shit. But other than that, like, look, this is Tom's phone right here.
And you have your own face log into it.
Yep. I could go into any one of these zillions of apps. Look how horrible that is. That's one of our cats there. But look how many fucking apps there are. I could go into any one of those apps. Nothing to hide. And same with Tom. He has my passcode. He has his Face ID on my phone. So you're so down to earth. I love it. Thank you, Ash. I appreciate that. Don't meet many female Ashes. Because she likes food, literally laughed out loud. You know it, Danny.
What?
Somebody said, why is your bird fat? And I said, because she likes food.
I mean, we don't see fat as a negative adjective. It is.
No. True. I am a fat woman.
I'm a fat man. Try and insult me now.
76p cash or £512 store credit for your iPhone.
Yeah. Brand new. In the box with the instructions.
Do you have a third? No. Yes and no. We'll go with no. It's a complicated situation. Is it because you really don't like each other?
Yeah, we hate each other.
Absolutely hate each other. So can I take you out, Heb? Feel free to jump into my DMs, Corey. Open marriages, no point, just don't get married. Marriage is signed to be committed to one person. So no, marriage is two people joining together in holy matrimony forever and ever, amen.
In holy matrimony, don't say that word.
There is so much more to a marriage than sex, and from what I understand, a lot of married people don't have sex. So it's not all about that. If we are only physically open with other people, everything else we only get from each other. So that is why we are married, because we have that connection, that dedication to each other, that commitment to each other, and that loyalty to each other. Where are you both from? So Tom was born in America, and has been in Hampshire for 60 billion years.
Less of the 60 billion, please.
I was born in Berkshire, then I moved to Australia, and then I moved back to Berkshire, and now I'm in Hampshire. Was there jealousy at first? A little bit. Not as much as I thought there would be, but we just kind of worked our way through it. Would you recommend this to someone that has trust issues? Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not.
Unless you're in a committed relationship, or if you're single, even when you are single, you still need to have that trust with others. I would never recommend this if you have trust issues.
No.
If you are susceptible to jealousy and trust issues, this is most likely not for you, and that's okay.
Absolutely. See you later, Bear. And yes, absolutely, please do give me a DM. Do you go on dates with other people, or is it purely intercourse? So we go in on some form of date.
Yeah.
In that, we'll go for coffee or drinks or whatever to kind of suss out a vibe and discuss with people what they are interested in and
what
stuff
they bring
like
to the table.
Yeah, exactly. What they bring to the table, what you bring to the table. Why have you got a blanket on?
I don't know. It feels natural.
It is so warm in here.
Mm.
Such a weirdo. Too far to travel. I mean, hey, anything under 2 hours is around the corner.
That's what I would say.
You seem like such cool people. Thank you, Addison. I appreciate that. He's alright too.
I am fine.
You hate each other so much that you let each other have fun and be pleasured by others. I know, Bowie. Disgraceful. I hate him so much that I absolutely love it. Seeing him happy. Can't stand him. Are you actually just massive whoppers and cheaters? No. Marriage is sacred. Yes, it is. But what is sacred about marriage to you might not be the same for us. You do what you want in your marriage and we'll do what we want in ours. Doesn't mean you're wrong, doesn't mean we are. I admire you both for being so open and honest. Thank you, Kiona. I hope I pronounced that correct. Hi, Mike. I have a question. Who's your daddy and what does he do?
It's not a Duma.
You're such an idiot. Do they not think your bloke is gay? He is definitely not gay. I have been with gay men before, and gay men can't do what this man can do.
Even if I was, why would that matter?
Yeah, even if he was gay. If that meant that we couldn't be married anymore, fine, as long as he's happy. That's the priority to me. We'll just be beards for each other, it's fine. I'm glad you understood what Mike was talking about. I thought Mike was asking about you. He said, who's your daddy and what does he do?
It's kindergarten cop.
Ah. If you was to adopt together, would you still have an open marriage? We would have to cross that bridge when we came to it, I think.
Yeah.
What are your boundaries? So protection, health tests. Nobody goes into our bedroom but us. We have to agree on the session beforehand, so neither of us could go out and just decide, well, I'm going to do the thing and tell us about it afterwards. There has to be communication beforehand. What else? There's certain names, pet names, honorifics, titles, things that we don't say to other people. You think about any other boundaries?
No, I think that's about it.
I think that's about it. Is having an open marriage more popular than we think? I don't know much about it. I think so. I think having an open marriage is quite common, or at least having extramarital extracurriculars. Do you ever miss being monogamous? Not really.
The only thing I miss about it is having more time.
True. I think because we are emotionally and romantically monogamous, we've still got that element that we don't miss, if that makes sense. I am so shiny today. It's because I did my skincare earlier, so my skin is like glowing.
I'm just sweating like a pig.
You argue even on here, you love eating other, obviously.
What?
You argue even here, you love eating other, obviously. Do you mean you love hating each other? What have we argued about? What have we argued about?
We haven't had a proper argument.
No. If you think that's an argument, then I think conversations need to be had. Don't you get jealous of him being with another woman? I feel a lot of things. Jealousy is not one of them. My husband and I, Polly, we've been with our partners for 10 and 11 years. That's amazing, Sam.
Awesome. Welcome
in. What's an open marriage? We have physical relationships outside of just us two. How does the marriage work? We both put effort into it.
Works quite well.
Works quite well, yeah. I mean, we've only been married 6 months, but we're doing good. Marriage isn't easy. You don't just... We have to pick each other every day. Every day we choose each other, and that was one of our vows. We promised to choose each other every day.
We did.
4 hours, 16 minutes drive.
I mean, I've gone further for less.
I have family that are a 4-hour drive away. We could make this work.
It depends if it's 4 hours in the other way.
Depends which direction you're in. Well, they've got family that way too.
That's true.
Interesting. This isn't for me at all, but it's interesting to hear it all. I appreciate you being here, Jade. Thank you very much. Do you ever dabble separately? We do, yeah. I don't think the marriage will last, but good luck. Thank you for your good luck. Hi, Mason. My brother's here, say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm fighting 3 dudes at once.
God, there's so many comments. I'm so sorry, guys. I just want to say again, I really, really appreciate the patience that you are all showing us, because this is the most people we've ever had in a live before. So we are trying to make sure that we get to all of your comments. We don't want to miss all of your comments. So while you are waiting, please remember to tap the screen. If you can gift, great. If you don't want to, that's absolutely fine. It's no obligation. He looks it, that's all.
I look, what, gay?
I have no idea. Yeah, maybe.
Alright.
Oh, thank you for the hearts, Jess. Best sex, in my opinion, just something about sleeping with a married man. Here is a married man. What's the point in being married?
I mean, you could say that in general. What is the point of being married anyway?
That question will have different answers depending on what couple you ask at what time of day. You know, for us it was the next level of commitment, you know. What game is he playing?
Elden Ring.
I've been married 6 months too. What day did you get married? Oh, amazing. We got married on New Year's Eve. Thank you, Jem. Yes, if you could avoid spamming the same question, we will get to your question as soon as we can. It just means that the mods aren't overwhelmed with the same question again and again and again. And if the mods do see spam, they will mute it. So yeah, if you just be patient with us, we are getting to it bit by bit. Have you been in the same room as him when he's with another woman? Yeah. In fact, recently I was in the same room as him while he was with 2 other women. And I took videos and photos. What I want to know is what man who's not blind would sleep with you. This man is not blind and he sleeps with me. Thank God I was brought up and not hard up. Very cool, Tom.
Very cool.
Oh, wait. We missed it. The hat and mustaches.
What?
Charlene sent a hat and mustache gift, and it normally puts a mustache and a cowboy hat on your head.
It.
Oh, thank you, Charlene. Appreciate it. Did you tell him about our fling? I mean, I have no idea who you are.
Who said that?
Someone called A Main. Apparently,
A Main.
Apparently, I had a fling with them.
I mean, I didn't tell myself about it because I have no idea what they're talking about.
Yep. If you're both happy, having an open relationship, that's the main thing. Everyone likes different things. Exactly that, Sammy. So we have been married for 6 months. We've been together 8.5 years. We've been open for 2.5 years, and we've been married for 6 months. Very cool, Alex. Open marriage is becoming more and more popular and normal. Exactly that. Can I just ask why? I'm curious as to why you want to. Thank you for the gift, Charlene.
Bit of fun.
It's fun. Why would somebody play football? Why would somebody go to the pub? Why would somebody watch movies? It's all fun. It's just something to do, innit? It's casual. It's no pressure, no strings. And everybody that we play with knows that and is aware of that too. In fact, on Friday we did have one of Tom's partners round, but we were only live for about 10 minutes. So next time they come round, we'll go live again because they really wanted to answer some questions. So next time that we have them round, we will go live so that you can then ask questions of somebody from outside who comes into our marriage. How are you both today? All right, thanks, John. You're a bit poorly.
Yeah, I'm not feeling great.
Tom's a poorly bean. We were up the out of hours doctor with him this morning, but he's doing a little bit better. Do you limit how often you're intimate with the same partner to avoid emotional attachment?
No, we don't.
No, not so much. The only thing that really limits time with specific people is calendar scheduling. You know, like one of Tom's partners, her boyfriend lives in Wales, so she has to travel to see him and spends weekends with him. So it means that, you know, every couple of weekends she's not available. There's weekends we're not available. We've got people that Tom plays with that one of the people that Tom plays with has a child, so there's childcare stuff. So there's lots that goes into it. Have you ever fallen in love with the extra people?
No.
What does that mean, open marriage? It means that we have physical relationships with people outside of our marriage. Can I ask why you wanted an open relationship? It was less that we wanted an open relationship and more that we discussed, you know, if either of us had anything that we wanted to explore that the other wasn't interested in, we'd be happy for that to happen. And then, you know, from there the logic to open the marriage just made sense. Hi, we fantasize about this sort of stuff, but the thought of him liking someone else makes my blood boil. Yeah, I don't think I could handle Tom having a romantic connection to somebody else. I think I'd struggle with that. but I thought I'd struggle with jealousy more with being open, and I haven't. So, you know, it's one of those. My partner is a cuck. Have you guys ever watched The Other?
We have, but not in that capacity.
Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome, Sam. Is Jaffa Cake a biscuit or a cake? It is a cake, Danny, and I will not hear any different. Danny, do you have something to say about Tom? My situation is different in the sense that we are both emotionally as well as physical relationships. That is quite common. That just wasn't right for us. Listen, really, you have nothing to worry about. He can't get anyone. I promise you, there's been at least 3 or 4 people in this chat who have either had my husband or expressed an interest in my husband. But okay.
Very cool.
A Jaffa Cake is not a biscuit, Charlene. You and I will fight about it. Can I join? What, the live or the relationship? What if one day one decides they're now in love with someone else? I mean, that's not really how falling in love with someone works. You don't just decide you're in love with them.
Not usually.
There's definitely steps before then. So at the first kind of step of recognising there are feelings, we would then have a conversation. How many partners do you both have each? So Tom has 2 that you play with exclusively, although one of them may be interested in playing with me as well. A couple that we play with together or that have expressed they want to play with together. But formally, I'd say you've got one long-standing one, and we've got one that we share. That's a very long-standing one. Have you ever been with a man and Tom been the cameraman? Yes. Does he spend time with the child? I've always been curious about that. We both have spent time with the child, haven't we?
The child?
Em's child.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We've gone out for the day with them and their child. Their child is wicked. Absolute wicked little human.
Also spend time with Kay's children.
Yeah, Kay's children as well. They're, again, absolute wicked little humans. So, yeah. But what they know of us, that's not down to us to share that. That's down to the parent. But, you know, I would imagine it's something that they'd say, look, I'm going to tell my child about X, Y, Z, so that we are in the loop as well. Were you both poly before this relationship, or this is new? So, you were.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, Tom was in a poly relationship before. I was not. I've never been in a poly relationship before this. The Wandsworth comments about being a police officer having a relationship with prisoners. Right, I see. I think I saw something about that. Right, yeah. That makes sense. Can you join the relationship? Well, I mean, if you spam the way that you spam comments, probably not. Have your families been understanding and supportive of your lifestyle? Yeah.
I mean, your brother's in here.
Yeah, one of my brothers is in the chat at the moment.
Sometimes your auntie's in here.
Sometimes my auntie's in here. My mum and dad don't care as long as we're happy and healthy and everything's consensual. Tom's siblings know about it, so yeah. It's in the headlines. Okay. I think bro wants to join the relationship. Yeah, I think you're right. Do you not have children together? We don't. No, we have no children, either together or from previous relationships. Oh, Ellie, thank you for the heart puff. I appreciate that. How old are you both? I am 30 and Tom is 56.
36, fuck you.
Tom's 36 and I'm 30.
So rude.
You are the type of woman I would have been interested to meet up with and get to know you. Well, feel free to jump in my DMs now. Don't stop being you if you're happy, that's all that matters. Thank you, Maria, I appreciate you. Open as a closed packet of crisps. I don't think that's how that works.
Okay.
Can I have the guy in the back, please? I mean, feel free to jump into his DMs.
Which is a bit difficult because I'm not on TikTok, but...
True.
Jump into her DMs on my behalf.
One of my friends suggested I might be poly. I don't know how I feel about it or how I'm supposed to feel. It's not a bad thing. It just means that you like the idea of multiple romantic relationships. What's a poly relationship? A polyamory is multiple romantic partners. We don't have romantic partners, we have physical partners. So we have an open marriage, which means we have physical relationships with people outside of the marriage. Open to whom, can't imagine you have a lot of takers, lol. Very cool.
Very cool, commenter.
Is open relationship and shining. Both couldn't pull a muscle. Yes, I fucking could.
I'll tell you what.
Tell you something for nothing.
I've been pulling muscles left, right and centre, coughing this week.
Your auntie, oh my god, I would cringe. My auntie is phenomenal. So there's only 16 years between my auntie and I, and she's a legend. Absolute legend. We have a really good relationship. Can I have the guy? If you can tell me what the guy's name is, you can have him.
I barely know my name, to be fair.
True. I could not share my man, lol. I couldn't imagine not sharing my man. I know what that mouth do. Somebody else in the chat said your name. Was it hard to see your partner with someone?
Me?
Yes.
I mean, I've done it before. You know, it's not new for me, so I kind of knew what to expect. So no, it was okay for me. How about you?
Yeah, fine for me. Not a problem at all. Do you both still make time for each other and keep the emotional side between you both? Yes. Tom had to tell me off recently.
Yeah.
Because I was very much allowing Tom to make plans with other people, and then I was taking what time he had left. And Tom was like, no, that's not how this works. You take what time you want, and then whatever's left, I will give to other people. So yeah, we do tend to have days that are just, we try and have at least one day a week where it's just us spending quality time together. But that's not just from an open relationship perspective, that's also from working overtime or video game commitments or family commitments, anything else. Quite often, Mondays and Wednesdays, you're busy. Tuesdays, Thursdays, we tend to be out. So Fridays tend to be an us day. But if, that's the only day that we have available to see somebody else, and we've got a free weekend. So like this week, we had someone around Friday, we had someone around Saturday. Today has just been for us. Do you tell each other beforehand or just do it and move on?
Tell each other beforehand, and that is a requirement for everything we do. If something was to potentially happen that we didn't know about, we would, if we can, contact each other and say, I think something might happen. Are you okay? Here's what would happen if it did, and kind of preempt it as much as possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have to let each other know what we're doing.
Yes. Does Tom sleep with men? No, he doesn't. I bet you get more shags than him. Women are... what does that say? Women are always easiest to lay down. No. Tom gets more than I do. Hi, Paige. Welcome in, my love.
But if women are more easy to lay down, then that also means it would be easier for me to find women? Would that not...
Man's got a point. Addy says, well, I'm a sports therapist, so if you're pulling muscles...
But you know what? We do often need massages. Sports massages.
Can I ask who suggested it first? It was me. I suggest... Well... You'd said over the course of our relationship that you were happy for me to see other men.
Yeah.
I wasn't comfortable with that. I then became comfortable with the idea of you seeing other women, and in time became... I had more struggles with the idea of me with other men than the idea of you with other women.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh,
thank you for the rainbow. Appreciate that. Oh, thank you for the flame heart as well. Chaz girl, look at you. Oh, Chaz girl, sorry. I read that wrong. What do you mean by share? Sorry if that's rude. No, it's not rude at all. So sometimes... It can be rude. Sometimes we sleep with people individually. Sometimes we sleep with them together. And we share. Are you not jealous? No. Not at all. Against the sanctity of marriage. Okay. Very cool. So I said earlier, you can have my husband if you know his name. Jen put, Tom, I know it, with a hand up. How did you meet each other? We met on Tinder.
We did meet on Tinder.
About, it'll be 9 years. Wow, it'll be 9 years in February.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Yeah. Is an open relationship and swinging different? Yes. Is respectful not a common thing in my town, to be honest? No, it's probably more common than you think it is. It's just not spoken about.
Generally quite underground.
Yeah.
Some... you might be able to see from our comments, people tend to be not very nice for no reason. So a lot of people don't like to talk about it.
Yeah.
Which is why we're doing these lives.
Thank you for the gifts. Do you think you'll carry this on in your 50s? I mean, hey, if I've still got this libido in my 50s, I'm down.
Yeah, same.
Absolutely. How many people do you both sleep with each week? Usually just each other. I'd say maybe every other week we see other people.
Yeah.
In an average month, maybe 2 or 3 people. But...
And that's usually due to scheduling, not to... anything other than that. It's not having time or not having the same free time as everyone else.
Video game commitments is crazy.
It kind of is, actually.
It's a bit. Do you have kids? We don't have kids. Who's seeing him, for fuck's sake? Well, the fact that you've referenced him means you can see him.
I'm John Cena. I don't know, let me speak to your wife and we'll see.
Who pulls more? Tom pulls more. Sorry. There's so many comments and I don't want to miss any comments.
Just don't want to miss a thing.
Don't want to miss a thing. I'm curious, but I feel rude asking. Paige, honestly, sweetheart, ask anything you want to ask. Why don't you have your own style partner? Have you ever had? You said you share one and he has one. I don't at the moment. I am...
Picky.
I wouldn't say I'm picky. I need to have a connection with someone and I need to be able to trust someone before I'm able to be intimate with them. So it's not for lack of trying. I did arrange to meet up with somebody the other week and he let me down. So he's been given one more chance and that's my problem. I only ever give people one chance and then if you blow it, I'm like, nah, not worth it. So I'm trying to be better at that. But there are people who are interested. I had somebody message me today asking if we could hang out at some point. So yeah. Do you bring strangers in your house?
Not strangers.
No, not strangers. Very cool, Darren. What happens if the other person isn't happy with who you're going to spend time with? We have had this situation.
We have had this, yeah.
Tom had somebody he was playing with that I didn't like. It was just a personality clash. But I didn't like them. But, I wasn't going to push my thoughts and opinions onto Tom. And yeah, Tom, in that situation, I wasn't comfortable having them in the house because I didn't like them. So Tom would go to them. And then Tom eventually started to see why I didn't like them. And he ended the dynamic. Can't say as I was devastated. I was just going to say
No, you definitely weren't devastated about it.
Has he been sobbing? No, he's been coughing a lung up though.
Yeah, I've been coughing all day. Hay fever is absolutely killing me.
Hadn't thought of the safety side of telling each other, love it for you, both seem happy, so who cares? Thank you,
Yeah,
Kirsty.
we make sure, we all send each other our locations and things like that. I'll send them, especially if I'm going somewhere that I've not been before, I will send my live location on WhatsApp so she can track my phone, just in case I go missing or, something happens. I've got a sensor for my diabetes, for my blood sugar levels. So if there was an emergency, she could actually see if there was and start making her way there before even being alerted if there was a problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good thing that we communicate because it does keep us both safe.
And unfortunately, because I'm a woman, safety is important.
Unfortunately so.
More than what you're getting. I know a couple that do, and I'm one of them as well. Yeah, you tell them, Danny. I've DM'd you. Thank you, BD. I'll look at that after the live. Hello, I've never seen this on TikTok before, lol. Now you have! Welcome in! May I ask what made you want to do this? just
Fun.
Yeah, just fun. It's just casual. It's almost like a hobby, you know?
Yeah.
And it means he gets to hone his craft and I get the benefit of that.
We get to make lots of new friends. We get to meet lots of interesting people. You know, there are people that I've met that I never would have met if not having this lifestyle, so...
Yeah. What made you become more comfortable with everything if you weren't initially? So like I said, initially I was uncomfortable with the idea of myself with other people, but that's because of past relationship trauma. And doing kind of shadow work to work on that trauma, and having an incredibly supportive partner who validates every single stupid thing I'm feeling at every moment. We were able to work through it together and get to a point where I was like, actually, you know, it's not going to be a case of I'm going to do this thing and he's going to regret it, and, you know, it's not going to ruin the relationship. So yeah, communication, absolutely the most important thing. Oh, bless you, you're a sweetheart. Thank you, Scottish mummy. Do you guys see other people then, even though you're together? We sleep with other people, yes. So you got married and now he sleeps with men? No, he sleeps with women. I sleep with men and women. Is it irrelevant having an open relationship when it's unlikely anyone will want to join in? Very cool.
That's a very cool question. You can find the answers on the back of a postcard.
Do you sleep though? Not often.
Yeah, well, that is a problem.
Hi, Bernie. Does he sleep with many women though? Yeah, quite a few. Do you have other primary partners? No, so we are each other's primary partner. Why not just be friends who live together? Pointless being married if it's open. So that's one thing. So this has come up quite a lot, and it very much appears as though you guys have the opinion that sex and marriage is synonymous, and that you can only have sex if you're married, or you can only have sex with one particular person. For us, there is sex and there is marriage.
Yeah.
This we do with other people. What? That was really... This we do with other people. The marriage, that's just us.
Yeah.
And that is a lot of emotional and deep connection and intimacy in a completely different way. So that is why we are married, because our relationship comes first in all situations. But if you take the sex away, we are still a married couple. So adding sex with other people doesn't change the fact that we are married.
No.
It just might not fit with your definition of what a married couple is.
And actually, in the scene that we're in, being married is a kind of a positive, because it shows that we are committed to each other. In the swinging community, for example, when you meet people that are not married, that they're just friends with benefits, sometimes that can be a red flag, because actually in those situations, you know, there can be jealousy, there can be all these sorts of things, and they're not committed to each other, so it's not as... You can't be as certain that they're going to be as, I don't know, play well with each other, I guess, is the word. Because I've had that, where people have been friends with benefits and they've had full-blown arguments and didn't agree with each other and made things really awkward, whereas I feel like a married couple would be a bit more well-adjusted.
Absolutely. Jem, if you need to shoot off, that's fine, my love. I think Jade is here. Charlene, are you still here? If so, I might mod you to give us a hand, because Jem needs to shoot off. So if you're still here, let me know. If not, I will have a look at who is here. Mason, are you still here? Charlene's still here. Okay, fabulous. Charlene, I hope you don't mind. I'm giving you the ban hammer. I can't do it on that phone. On that, I have to do it on here. Because we need a little bit of help here. Add moderator, there we go. There we go. Thank you, Charlene. Appreciate you, my love. If you do need to shoot off, though, just let me know. Mason was here. I don't know if Mason still is, and I know Jade was here, but I don't know if Jade still is. But yeah, if you need to shoot off, Jem, you shoot off, my love. Thank you. I appreciate you. Right. Sorry, I've missed a load of comments, so hopefully somebody else has asked the same comment as you, and marry me, please. I'm sorry, I'm already married and polygamy is illegal in the UK. We'll just refresh. Jem is passing on the torch to Charlene. What would you ever do if he got someone pregnant? So Using protection is a boundary of us because the idea of getting someone else pregnant doesn't fill me with the good thoughts. So it would be a case of having a discussion, Tom and the person he got pregnant, me being involved in that discussion. Ultimately, it's not my decision, nor is it Tom's, because the person who's carrying that child, it's up to them. If they decided to get rid, we would absolutely support them. We would offer them to come stay with us while they recovered. We would support them through that 100%. If they chose to keep it, again, we would support that. And, you know, I would support Tom, you know, figuring out he's now going to be a dad. I would support that woman or that person carrying Tom's child. And, yeah, we'd be parents. So, yeah, it would be something. It's a very hypothetical situation, but, you know, it would all be communication and support would be important. Amy has said, can you both marry me?
We cannot marry you, but I'm sure there's some other kind of ritual that we could do, some kind of something to wouldn't be illegal.
Cheeky. I have a question, no hate. Do you like flirt with other people in front of each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Tom was just offering him services up to somebody in the live.
I flirt 100% of the time. Like these, I can't turn it off.
Tom is a big flirt. Oh my god, once Tom was flirting with this person when we were dropping his car off for its service, and he got sibling zoned. It was hilarious.
You have to explain what sibling zone means, though.
So basically, this girl was kind of flirting with Tom.
Well,
Tom was kind of flirting with this girl. 100% Tom's type. And she was just like, "Oh, you're like my brother. Hi, bro." And I was like, we got in the car and Tom was like, "Don't fucking say anything." I was like, "You got fucking sibling zoned." Was you in an open relationship before you got married? We were. Sorry, I've just joined. Is there ever any jealousy? No, there is not. Can I be part of your marriage? It'll cost you. Sorry.
I thought you were saying it will cost. They were saying it will cost us.
There are 315 people. This is the busiest our live has ever got. So while you're waiting for us to get to your comment, tap that screen. And hey, if you want to come up in the box and ask us questions, send a gift. Is sex better with others? Sex is definitely different with others. Different. Oh wow, we're getting loads of gifts come through. Okay, people wanting to come up?
Jesus.
Send us we've got a guest request. Okay. Come on then. Come on up, Finn.
Please be respectful.
Yes. Connecting.
Hello?
Turn the volume up on my phone, that might help.
Hello?
Hi, welcome in. How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. How can we help?
I just got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you know when you two met? How did this conversation come up?
So we were together for about 6 years before we talked about opening the relationship. Throughout that time, Tom had said that he was happy for me to see other guys if I wanted to, but I didn't want to.
Yeah.
And I said to Tom that if he wanted to explore things with other people that I didn't want to do, that I'd be happy for him to do that. And it just kind of opened up that conversation from there.
There was a TV program about it, wasn't it? Open House.
Yes, yeah, we watched a couple of episodes.
We watched some of that, yeah.
Some of it did seem a little bit toxic.
Yeah.
It definitely seemed like there was one particular dynamic where the girl definitely seemed more into it than the guy did.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of the basic premise of it.
That's so cool. You don't really know a lot of people that do this, do you?
No, it's not particularly very common, which is why, well, I mean, it's common for us in the circles that we move in.
It is now, yeah.
Which is why we're more than happy to share our experiences with people, because it's one of those things that people are like morbidly curious about and they want to know, but they don't necessarily know somebody they can ask. So that's why we're here.
Well, as long as you two are happy, right?
Yeah, absolutely that.
Yeah, generally, as long as everyone's happy and it's morally okay, you know, there's no
it's all
feelings
consensual.
getting hurt and it's consensual.
Yeah.
It shouldn't really upset anyone else, really.
No. Well, thanks for having me on.
No worries. Thank you for coming up, Finn. Appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too.
Bye.
How do I leave?
I got you. There we go. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for the gift. Spaghetti wants to join. Come on up, Spaghetti. Oh, there you go. Spaghetti is connecting. Hi.
Hi.
How are you today?
I just wanted to say that I respect you guys, and I think it's not something I could do. I understand that everybody's different, and I get that everybody needs different things out of their relationship. And you guys seem really happy, and that's nice to see.
Thank you. Really appreciate that.
I just wanted to know, it's probably a bit of a TMI question, but do you guys still do like have sex with each other, or is it specifically other people, or is it?
No, so
does that?
We still have sex with each other quite regularly. We have sex with other people separately, and we have sex with other people together as well.
Oh, okay.
So
Fair enough.
just lots of
lots of it.
Lots of it.
Yeah, fair. Sorry. That's all I wanted to say.
No, that's absolutely fine. I appreciate you coming up. Thank you very much.
Okay, cool.
Bye. Bye. Oh, there was comments saying there was an echo with the guest. Oh, okay.
Maybe because it's too loud.
Maybe. I don't know. It could be the guest's phone as well, but yes. I will keep an eye on it. Are there any boundaries, like anything you can't do? Yes. So we have boundaries like protection being used, health checks being done. Nobody goes into our bedroom. We have a spare bedroom that we use specifically for this sort of stuff. We have to agree on it beforehand. Certain pet names, titles, honorifics that we don't use with other people. That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. I think we should get all these written down on a card.
We should. We should have the boundaries card. What's each other's type? So I don't really have a type anymore, purely because Tom was not my type. And I was definitely not interested in him.
You were into skinny ginger men.
Was skinny, ripped ginger men, and did no good for me.
Well, what about women?
Oh, I don't know. Typically, more masculine women.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tom's type is typically larger women. He likes a pair of titties. He likes an ass.
But not mutually exclusive.
Typically alternative, gothic women. But yeah, none of his. Tom just likes humans. He likes bodies. He likes minds. So, yeah. Why did you decide to have an open marriage? Because we decided to try something different. You know, why not? Have you ever caught feelings for anyone else? Nope. We're doing this 2.5 years and not yet. It was lovely speaking to you guys. It was lovely speaking to you too, Spaghetti. Thank you for coming up. Are you bisexual? I am. Tom is not. Do you allow each other to kiss people you get involved with? Yes.
Originally we didn't.
Originally we did not.
And, you know, it was kind of a boundary set because it was deemed too... Intimate. However, we kind of had a talk about that because I would get into situations where I'd be sort of face to face with someone during a session or a scene or whatever you want to call it, and you'd be there face to face, and it would feel like this. You should be doing something, and usually you'd feel that kind of nothingness with kissing. So we kind of agreed that during any intercourse or things like that would be deemed okay, but I don't kiss anyone outside of that, so I wouldn't just give someone a kiss, like one of my partners a kiss, sitting in the living room. It would have to be during sexual relations.
Would you both agree to stop if one wanted to stop?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. Unless we decided that, say for example, Tom said, you know what, this isn't for me anymore, but you carry on.
Yeah.
Then, but if I said to Tom, or if Tom said to me, I don't want to do this anymore, I want to close the relationship, I want it to be just us, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah. 100%.
Hello, I'm a skinny, ripped ginger male. May I join the live, please? So if you'd like to pop up in the box, just send a gift. Doesn't have to be any specific gift, just so that we can see who's wanting to come up, because there are a lot of people in here at the moment. Do you have actual relationships with others or just sex? Just sex.
I mean, we have strong friendship.
Oh yeah, we have friendships and connections, but yeah, there's no romance or like that emotional kind of connection you'd have with a partner. Did you find it ever made you closer by being open?
I think we were already as close as we could be. I think it's made our communication better.
It's definitely made our communication better, for sure.
It's made us consider things more, things that you wouldn't think of. No, and I think it allows us to express ourselves in different ways.
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, I don't think it's like we keep saying. It's something optional. It's not something that we have to do. So it's not something that if we were to stop it, would feel like something that was lost from the relationship. It wouldn't change that at all. No,
absolutely not. Just a reminder to people: please don't repeat your questions and spam your questions, because otherwise they do get a bit lost. There are currently 255 of you in here, which we are so grateful for so many people wanting to spend some time with us. But we are trying to get to your questions as soon as possible, so try not to spam them. Thank you. What would happen if either of you caught feelings for someone else? We would talk about it. We would, go to the other one and say this is what's going on, and we'd kind of go from there. Does it not make the other one feel uncomfortable when the other one is doing something?
No, not yet.
No, we definitely feel things, but it's not...
it's not uncomfortable.
It's not uncomfortable. Do you ever feel insecure, like you're not enough because the other partner wants another?
No.
No?
Because it's a hobby, it's not something that we stipulate has to be a thing.
Yeah.
It's also not something that we focus on, so it's not the be-all and end-all. Like, we don't,
Yes.
If neither of us was having much luck, it'd be like, oh, that sucks, but it wouldn't be, like, a problem.
Are you guys on Fab?
No.
We are not. Oh, Finn wants to come back up again. Oh. Why has the request not come through on that phone, but it's come through on here?
Maybe it's
Welcome back up, Finn. Hello again.
Hello.
I got
another question.
Go on then, what's your other question?
Do you have children?
We don't have children, no.
Well, do you know?
Yeah, our families know. I was talking to my mum about it the other day because I knew that we were going to do these lives, and I was like, I don't know if my mum knows about this. So I phoned her and I said to her, do you know that Tom and I are in an open marriage? And she said, what does that mean? So I explained it, and she went, oh, well, I'm busy playing a game with your dad on the iPad at the moment. I'll call you back. So she wasn't fussed. Really not fussed. Often one of my little brothers is in the live. My auntie comes into the live. Your siblings know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is your phone is your volume up?
Say that again?
Is the volume up on your other phone?
No, the volume's all the way down on the iPad.
Wonder why there's an echo.
I don't know. It's really echoing. Do you both have phones on loud? No. Yeah, I've got my iPad here, so I can go through the comments, but.
Yeah, we've only got the main phone on, but maybe it's because it's on speaker. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how
I got a question.
Okay, what's your other question?
What made you want to get married?
Just for a bit of fun, really. I said to Tom that if there was stuff he wanted to do that I wasn't interested in doing, I didn't necessarily want to stop him doing that. And the conversation kind of developed from there, and we decided that it was the right thing for us to do.
All right. How long have you been doing it for?
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
About 2.5 years.
Have you ever done it while you've been in the house?
Have we ever what? Sorry.
I like being in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday.
No, Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Well, you want to stay downstairs.
Yeah, well, so Tom was in the spare room, I was in the home office, and we just kind of chilled. They did their thing, I did some life admin, and then, went from there.
All right. It still says we're echoing.
It does.
Your iPad might be too close.
Maybe so. Hang on, let me move my iPad away. It shouldn't be a problem. My iPad mic shouldn't be picking anything up.
But also,
No.
are you talking through your iPad mic?
No, I'm talking through the phone.
Can
Yeah,
you mute your iPad?
I can't mute it because it's not connected. To be fair, the battery is going to die on it. So hang on, let me leave the live on the iPad and see if that helps at all. Only Finno's echoing apparently.
Alright. I don't know how. Echoing.
Don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
Okay, no worries. Well, thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
back, Finn.
Good to
Bye.
speak to you.
You too.
There you go. It was only Finn that was echoing.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
don't know why I was doing that. It's too loud. Oh, how strange. Very strange. Is there any downsides to having an open relationship?
Not having time.
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of people's calendars to consider. Has someone ever changed their mind during sex and left?
Not for me.
D, with me.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't that he changed his mind. There was some...
TMI probably.
I don't know if you can say the word. The red stuff that's in your veins, that happened. And he kind of was like, sorry, no. So he went and got himself cleaned up and left. But yeah, other than that, no. If you feel you need something, why can't you get that from each other? So mainly for us, it's from a kink perspective. There are kinks that I enjoy that Tom doesn't, and there are kinks that Tom enjoys that I don't. So that was where it kind of started, and then sex just happens to roll in with that. There's a lot of crossover. Thank you for the follow, Finn. I appreciate that. How do you meet these people? Often online. We go to regular kind of like monthly meets in our areas called Munches, and we meet people there, like-minded people.
Yeah. We do.
Are you seeking a male and your husband a female? Or so I am bisexual, so I like both men and women. Tom just likes women. I know you said Tom just likes men. Tom just likes women. My bad, guys. Don't know why I'm echoing. That's all right, Finn. I don't know why it was as well. Would you both be in a relationship with a girl if you both fancy her? We'd both play with a girl if we both fancied her, but we don't do relationships outside of the marriage. Would Tom ever do anything with a boy?
I mean, I don't think it would change my sexuality if I did. I wouldn't enjoy it from a sexual perspective. I'd probably just go with the motions, but yeah, no, like, maybe. But it's not something that I desire or something that I particularly want.
No. Do you watch each other? Yeah, sometimes. So is it like being swingers? Orange, honest question, not being rude. No, it's similar, but not quite. Have you ever joined in halfway through? Yes.
I think you have, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and the situation that we talked about where the guy left, the intention was Tom was going to come home and find us. Tom knew it was happening. So Tom got home and I was like, yeah, he just left. And Tom was like, okay. No hate, just find it. Oh, goodness gracious, where did that go? Just find it bizarre as I'm with my husband because we both enjoy the same thing. Yeah, and a lot of couples will enjoy the same thing. We do enjoy a lot of the same things. There's just some things that we don't both enjoy. But there's no reason that we can't enjoy those things. If that makes sense. It was my idea, and an open marriage is that we have physical relationships outside of the marriage. Yes, please don't spam. Charlene is trying to keep on top of the comments. Do you two know or like Jess or Mike? I don't know who those people are.
Those are... No.
I mean, we know Jess's, we know Mike's. I don't know if it's the same people you are talking about. I don't see the point in getting married if you want to be doing this. Then I would suggest you don't get married.
Or don't do this.
Yeah. Marriage is about more than just sex. Thank you for the follows. I tried to request everyone, just wondering if I did that right. Oh, yes. We do have a request from Sam. Hopefully it's not too echoey. Hi, Sam.
Hello.
Hi, both of you. Hopefully, I'm not causing an echo for everyone.
Hopefully not. How are you doing?
Am I there?
Yeah, you're here. Oh, it does look like you're signal.
Yeah, I'm okay. I did have a question, but you've answered it since I requested to join. So
Okay. Well, what was your question
that's
anyway?
it done, I guess.
What was your question anyway?
Unless, I was just going to ask if you're in kink, but obviously you are because you've said so.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, we are.
Well, do you have another question?
But I could. No, but I could share how my poly started if you'd like.
Yeah, go for it.
So I've always had girlfriends. Me and my husband had been married 10 years. I missed women. There's no easier way to say it. I just did.
Fair.
So I got us a friend to play with, and that was going great for about 6 months. And then I realised before they did that they were getting feelings for each other.
Right.
So I pointed it out to them. And then my husband got really weird about it, and I said, it's fine. These things could have happened. We knew these things could have happened. And then she had feelings for both of us, but I didn't feel that for her.
Right.
So I said, you guys be you guys, and that's completely fine.
Yeah.
Me and her are still the very best friends. They've been together 10 years now.
Wow.
And a year after they got together, I met my girlfriend, and we've been together 9 years.
Oh,
No,
amazing.
we've been together 10, and they've been together 11.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's right. I'm so glad
It
it
can
all worked
happen,
out.
and it can still be amazing.
Yes, absolutely it can. Absolutely it can. Really appreciate you sharing your story with us.
That's a
I
very
really
good
appreciate you guys sharing it and being so open.
Yeah, thank you very much. We
Thank you.
appreciate it.
All right, well, have a great night, both of you.
You too, my love. See you soon.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Thank you for the follow, Sarah. What boundaries do you have when it comes to this? So our boundaries are protection, health checks, nobody in our bedroom, no strangers in the house. We have to agree things before they happen, and certain pet names, honorifics, titles, etc.
Yeah,
Do you use protection? Yes, we do.
we do indeed.
Do you have kids? We do not.
No.
I think marriage is an emotional connection and a spiritual connection. Absolutely. And that is what it is for us. It's emotionally and spiritually connected. Do you plan on doing this long term? I mean, we're just taking it as it comes, really.
We'll just do it until it doesn't feel like it's something that we enjoy, or it becomes too much of a chore, or,
Yeah.
But I can't see it changing anytime soon.
No.
But,
No, exactly that. When did you transition? What, from a closed marriage to an open, or gender-wise? Because we are both cisgender. What would you consider cheating? So doing things with other people and hiding it, hiding feelings, having emotional connections with people and hiding it. So like, messages with each other, stuff like that. We did have that incident with that person where the messages you were sending, you didn't quite realise how they came across.
Yeah.
Which I said to Tom, to me that's cheating. So we talk about everything as it comes up. But yeah, so lying and hiding things is where the problems would be for us. Do you want kids? We do. We want one kid. Do you class anything as cheating? Oh yeah, we just talked about cheating. Was it something you liked before? Oh, where did that go? I'm so sorry. Something you liked before being together, or did it just sort of happen? So Tom was in a polyamorous relationship when I met him. I was not. I was a monogamous person. We were monogamous for 6 years before we thought about opening up the relationship. Do you meet people first, then decide to sleep with them another time? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite often we meet them in mutual settings, like, monthly meets. Then we'll go for a coffee with them to kind of get the vibes, discuss do's and don'ts and boundaries. Then Tom will come home, or I'll come home, and we'll discuss how that fits in with what we want and what we're okay with, and then go from there.
Agreed.
Please don't answer if it's sensitive, but do you want kids? We do, we want one. It was the honorifics and titles that gave away the link, guys.
Yeah, there was that.
If you know, you know. Thank you for the follow, Erin. What would happen if you didn't speak about it before it happened? That would be cheating. That would be cheating. Did you say you've been doing this for 2 years? How did you find it in the start? Was you uncomfy? Not uncomfy. It was definitely a learning curve. It was definitely kind of not hiccups, I'd say, but like there was unknowns.
There were things that we didn't know that you did or didn't like, and yeah we kind of discovered those. And it was very slow. It was very, you know, this is what's happening, and then kind of talking about it. And not just talking about it with each other, but talking about it with the person involved as well.
Yeah.
Kind of a debrief on these sorts of things really helped us figure out where we stood.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been very, very lucky that every single person that Tom's brought into our home has been incredibly respectful of me and mine and Tom's relationship. And has always asked Tom that I'm okay with these things. You know, we've often done debriefs, like those two have debriefed while I'm here, and they've asked if I've got any input. So, you know, I'm very, very lucky that the people that Tom brings into the home are absolutely wonderful and so, so respectful. And I would expect exactly the same from any men or women that I brought into the house as well. Are you guys on FL? Yes, we are. DM me, Sam. Ooh. Finn's got another question. Do you want to thank you for sharing the live, Finn. Did you want to pop it in the comments, because apparently you are very echoey? Will you close the marriage when you get pregnant? I don't intend to get pregnant. We're going to adopt, but we would potentially close the marriage when we have a kid. We don't know how that would
but also
look
weirdly
yet.
Pregnancy is one of the things that
is
it's like something I would love to be with a pregnant woman. So that's something that we potentially could not do together. No,
exactly. That's something that Tom could potentially do with somebody else if, you know, all were okay with that in that situation. But yes, I am not going to put my body through 9 months of pregnancy just to satiate my partner's needs, and he would not make me do that either. Because chances are, because of my infertility and health problems, I would be very unwell during pregnancy, and I'm high risk. So I think during pregnancy, that's the last thing I'm going to want anyway. It could be that I want that all day, every day, you know? How do you find out about these monthly meets? So there's websites that you can join. People in the area who are also like-minded may mention local meets to you and stuff.
But the way I got interested was actually by talking to someone. I knew there were events that went on, but I didn't have the confidence to go to one.
Yeah.
And they invited me to go along with them, and yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah. Wait, so he can leave you for a pregnant woman? No, he wouldn't leave me. He would just sleep with a pregnant woman. I am 30 and Tom is 36. Do you two go through each other's phones and get jealous? No, I'm not allowed to go through Tom's phone purely because I sign him up for innocuous emails.
When you say not allowed, I still give you my phone all the time.
I was there a second ago, it's gone now.
I just tell you to not fucking sign me up.
Can I have your phone?
You can have my phone wherever it is.
I thought it was there, but it's not there anymore. Where's your phone gone?
One sec, I'm in the middle of a fight, love you.
Okay.
She signs me up to things. She signs me up to Church of the Latter-day Saints, and I get spam from them. Even though, and I might be telling on myself here, she could sign me up with my phone number on anyone's phone, not my own.
Oh yeah, I've tried that. I was going to get you signed up to like Weird Fact of the Day and stuff like that, but you'd enjoy that.
So yes, we don't check each other's phones, but
no.
I mean, I'm sure if I look through her phone, I'd just get horribly turned on.
You either get horribly turned on or really fucking bored. Hi Mace, welcome back, kiddo.
Right. Where is my phone?
Where are you both from? We are from we're from Hampshire. Thank you for the follow. I love helping you. Thank you. There you go. There's Tom's phone. Oh, they're saying you look like a garden gnome because your hat.
Right.
Your hat was sticking up.
Oh, right.
Tom was not fancy dressing as a garden gnome. After the Jordan drama, I signed him up for a bunch of... Love it, Mace. Opinions on Abraham. I don't know him. Are you always open sharing, or do you like to keep it for yourself sometimes? So there's certain things that I might want to try, or Tom might want to try, that we would offer to each other first.
Yeah.
Like somebody asked Tom to do, was it wax? Somebody asked Tom to do wax, but that was something I was interested in trying. So Tom was like, no, first time I try that, it's going to be with Hev. I couldn't do it. You're so strong. Thank you, Jen. Add me. I've got no echo. Okay, Finn. This is your last chance, Echo Boy.
Hello?
Hello again, Finn.
Am I echoing?
I don't know.
Do you
Chat,
sound clearer now?
you sound clearer. Chat, is Finn echoing? Let us know.
Hello?
We've got no echo!
No echo, I had to restart the app.
Oh, did you? Oh, amazing. We fixed it.
I got another question.
Go on then, what's your question?
How did you two meet?
We met on Tinder.
Alright.
Yes, Tom super liked me on Tinder.
Yeah.
He had to wait a full 24 hours with my profile up on his phone for his
So you
super like
ghosted him.
to regenerate. And then, yeah, he super liked me. And I was like, well, I'll like him back.
You were not interested in me at
I
all.
was not interested.
Was you not?
He was not my type. I was not interested.
Because he's not ginger.
Well, yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed speaking to him. And in fact, there was one night I'd met up with a friends with benefits of mine. And I said to him, I'm talking to this guy, I'm really not interested, but
What did you refer to me as?
I called him a neckbeard.
Call me a neckbeard.
I was like, yeah, I'm really not interested in this weird
Can you
neckbeard.
add Sam Lily? Because I've also got a question for her.
Who have you got a question for? Sam?
Yeah, I don't know the one who's in a poly.
Okay. Yeah, let's bring Sam up for a
if
second.
Sam wants to come up.
Yeah, Sam had requested to come up.
Okay.
Wait,
No, I was getting
Hi Sam.
questions, but go on.
I got a question for
Part of
you.
it now.
How does your husband feel with you?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm nervous, but I'm listening.
How did it even come around with like you starting to like girls again?
Well, that's a good question. That's fair. At first, not great. Only because initially he had insecurities. He thought it meant I was going to leave him for a woman. But
Yeah.
when we'd got past that, and because initially we were sharing, then he was okay with it, and he became very okay with it very quickly.
Very okay.
Very okay, very quickly.
Do you two ever get jealous of each other or no?
No, we don't. The biggest issue we ever had was because his girlfriend has children. They're
Yeah.
older now, obviously. But then, because their father wasn't around and he was around a lot, the children, obviously not understanding, just became a little closer to him than I would like.
Yeah.
And I had a tiny problem with that, but we talked about it. He spoke to her, not the child, the girlfriend.
Yeah.
He spoke to her, and then we all spoke together, and then she spoke to her children and just said, look, he's not dad, so, we have to put these limits in.
All right.
And that's the
Yes,
thing. About,
Shakira, I'm still with my husband, and I have a girlfriend.
that's the thing about these things. It's all about the communication. Having the
Yes,
strength to be able to
it
have
is.
that difficult conversation, not only with your husband but with the girlfriend as well. It takes a lot, and I think people probably don't appreciate how much that takes, because that
It
is
takes a heck of a lot.
so difficult to have.
So is your partner with another girl?
Who are you asking?
You.
My husband has a girlfriend
Yeah.
who has been his girlfriend for 11 years. I have a girlfriend who's been my girlfriend for 10 years.
So would you not get? No, you can't get married again, can you?
No, we cannot get married again. We will always be each other's husband and wife. We just have an extra person who we are also in love with and share our heart and life with.
Do you ever go away without your husband and just like with
Yes.
you and your girlfriend and him and his girlfriend?
Yes, I do. So his girlfriend, it just so happens, lives very close to us. My girlfriend lives 2 hours away, so he can see her quite regularly. So that when I'm with my girlfriend, I tend to go for a week or so at a time because obviously I can't just pop around the corner and see my girlfriend the way that he can.
Yeah.
Yes, witchy cats, I do. Anyway, this wasn't about me, but I did want to just say, Hev, can you DM me, please? Because I can't figure it out.
Yeah, of course I can.
About the whole FL thing.
Yes.
And I have to go because I have rules, you'll understand.
Yeah.
And I have to be offline by 11 o'clock. And I've still got to brush my teeth.
Okay, well, yeah, you get yourself off. Thank you
Don't
for
get in
joining.
trouble.
Don't get yourself in trouble.
I will very happily pop into any more lives that you have because this has been very wonderful to speak
Amazing.
to like-minded folk.
Yes, thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing your
Good
stories.
night, both of you and everyone else. Take care.
Night.
Bye.
I'm going too.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Okay. Bye, Finn.
Good night, Finn.
Good night.
Hi, Mason.
Hi.
I saw you sneak up here.
You invited me.
I didn't invite you.
It was like Heaven invites you to talk. So I was like, okay.
Oh, well, maybe I did.
I mean, who knows?
This is my little brother.
Hi.
For anyone who's asking what my family think. Mason,
I could not care less.
there you go.
It's just a fact of life that, yeah,
That your sister's a whore.
yeah.
Yee.
Is he wrong?
Shut up, gnome boy.
Yeah, the family could not care less.
Huh?
If anything, we care because you talk about it so much. That's the only reason.
I mean, to be fair, like, I was being very careful with what I was saying to you and Adam.
Oh, no.
However, that holiday in Skegness, that night in the hot tub,
That changed everything.
Tom told you everything. Tom
And also
held
that drive back in the
nothing
car.
And oh yeah, and that drive back in the car. Yeah, Tom did not hold any punches. Did you know Adam took me to one side and was like, "Are you okay with all of this?"
Oh,
I
bless.
was like, "Yeah, mate, I am." He was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, as long as you're okay, I'm happy, but just wanted to make sure that like he's not making you do this." I was like,
Bless him.
"My little brother."
Also, nah, it's not an ill, I don't want to know. It's just a case of like, all right, Heather, we get it. You shag other people.
All right, Hev, we get it. You get laid, okay?
All right, you get bitches, just because some of us don't.
Some of us get bitches and dudes.
I rate that. Some of us don't.
Some of us don't.
Some of us don't. Some of us have almost 2 years of a complicated situation.
Yeah, you're boyfriend, not boyfriend.
Yeah, you're not boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool, Mason.
Very cool, Mason.
We decided that's how we're reacting to the trolls. Whenever they have a comment, we're not going to read their comment out. We're just saying, very cool.
Because you think we keep getting banned because we keep reading out their comments?
Yeah, probably.
So, Giv has asked, would you be allowed to go on holidays with others alone?
Oh, that's a question.
That's a good question. I don't think that's something we've ever considered.
It's not something that's ever come up.
No, we've talked about going on holidays with
With
people
them. Yeah.
together.
I mean, I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, I think I'd be fine with it.
As long as it's someone I knew and trusted.
Pardon me. Yeah, I don't think it'd be a problem.
I mean, I would have rather that someone else went to Skegness instead of me, but...
God.
I gave you a get out of jail free card for Skegness, but you decided not to use it.
I was being supportive of my wife.
Of the trauma of Skegness. I'm so sad we didn't get Skeggy Dave tattoos.
I know. I know.
You should come to ABBA and we can get a Skeggy Dave tattoo in
Oh
ABBA.
my god. We'll just get Skeggy Dave. Like, you know, like the old school hearts that say mum?
Yeah,
Skeggy
Skeggy
Dave.
Dave.
Love it.
Even though we won't be in Skeg.
Yeah, exactly. It's where the heart is, right? Skeg is where the heart
is in the heart from Skeg.
I love how open you both are. Thank you, Charlie. I definitely wouldn't. I would be in the case. I mean, that is true. Like, I would be jealous of the fact he's going on holiday. Depending on where it is. If it was Skegness, he can go.
I mean, technically I'm going to a festival with...
You're going to a festival. So
but that's not... There's nothing...
no, there's nothing hanky-panky going on because Em will have their child with them.
Yeah,
What festival is that?
Bloodstock.
Bloodstock.
Oh.
Yeah, he's going to Bloodstock.
I regretted not going to Download this year. because she and like Ryan and that lot all went and did camping.
It was a very, very muddy download this year, apparently.
It was a brown.
Yeah.
So if it's cool to go on holidays, it's more than physical. Okay, this question, Becky. Would you not go on holiday with your friends? Would you not go on holiday with girls? Just because we also have sex with our friends doesn't mean that we can't go on holidays with them. Hell, one of the people that we sleep with together, we went on our honeymoon with them.
We did go on our honeymoon.
Went to Tenerife, it was great.
I misheard you for a second. I thought you said you slept with all your friends. I'm like, all of them?
Tom has nearly slept with all his friends.
That doesn't surprise me.
Like, there was one point during the wedding that he looked at the dance floor and was like, I have slept with every woman on that dance floor. Said you need to end this live, but you're going... Or you're going...
It was a troll comment.
Oh, okay.
One of those, like, people who do the profile.
Oh,
like,
the notification thing, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a different location. Yeah, exactly. If there's a girl holiday, can I come? Sherry, I'm down. Let's do this. Heaven's hot, I can't lie. Thank you, Hayley.
I really want to go on holiday for my birthday.
Well, Mum is waiting for you to make a decision.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. Do you need your inhaler?
No, I'm alright. 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, I think Mum's just waiting for you to make a decision and then get that booked.
Solid. I've got the time off work for it officially, so.
Big one. Yeah, when are you home?
So 29th until the 14th.
Okay. Oh, nice. So yeah, for a little while then.
It was only going to be like a week from like 29th till like the 7th or so.
Right.
But I have to move out of this flat by the 7th and I can't move into my next one until the 14th.
Oh, that's lame.
Honestly. So, but luckily work were really chill about it. He was just like, oh yeah, let me know if any pre-booked holidays. So I was like, that week. And also I kind of can't be in town because I have nowhere to live. He was like, yeah, that's chill.
Well, if you wanted to come spend any nights with us, you're welcome to come stay with us for a bit.
Hell yeah. As long as I don't have to hear anything.
Oh, no, you won't because you'll be sleeping in the playroom, so.
Oh, maybe I don't want to go.
We've changed the bedding.
To the bare minimum.
Don't you worry, he's telling girls he loves them in bed. I do not. I do not worry at all. You've had a very successful live tonight. Big numbers, well done. Yes, yeah, we're getting down to 98, so it's calmed down a lot. We were up at, I think, 300 and something is what we peaked at.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we've got 28.3k likes, which is insane. So, yeah. Why don't you worry, though? Because I trust him. I trust my husband, so I have nothing to worry about.
And I trust that you're not saying the same thing to other people.
Exactly that. Love your guys' communication and sticky sheets for a brother.
I do not want the sticky sheets.
I will wash the sheets. 333 at one point, blimey. It
When
was.
I came in earlier for like 2 minutes, the comments would just go in. And
Yeah.
there were so many like hidden ones where it was like, confirm if this is alright.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 300 and something at one point. So, yeah. But yeah, I was like, while you're waiting for your comment to be answered, please tap the screen. Has it ever caused issues or arguments? If so, how? What are being open? It hasn't caused any issues or any arguments.
No, not so far.
We've never argued about it. We love you too, Danny. Danny says, love you both.
Love you, Danny.
It's because you're so down to earth. Oh, thank you, Becky. I appreciate that. See, Mason, people like me.
Questionable.
How long have you been live tonight? About 3 hours. I love how you guys don't get jealous. Have you got any tips on how not to be jealous? So I haven't got tips on how not to be jealous, because jealousy is a very human, very real emotion, and it's not a bad thing. It's how you deal with that jealousy that's a bad thing or not. For us, I shared with my husband, if ever I got jealous, I told him I got jealous. We figured out what it was that was causing me to be jealous, and we figured out, okay, how do we stop that from causing jealousy, or do we need to stop that specific thing? And we just talked it out and worked it out together. What time did you have tablets?
Probably about 8:30.
No, it was before then, wasn't it?
It was just before I ate dinner.
Okay, so you've got another hour or so before you can have some more tablets. Tom is not very well. We were up the out of hours doctor this morning with him.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm dying.
He got bronchitis.
Ooh.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nobody got time for that.
Ooh, I have a story from work earlier.
Yeah?
So I don't know why this reminded me of it. So there was this like party of about like 5 or so, and they finished up their food. They came up to the bar to pay the tab, and this woman like looked quite down. So I was like, "You all right?" Like obviously just being a good person, be like, "You're all good," and she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." I was like, "How's the food for you?" She was like, "Yeah, it was all right. I'm in town at the moment for my husband's funeral,"
Jesus.
and I was like, "I'm so sorry." And she just burst into tears. So obviously I was like consoling her, being like, "I'm so sorry, like, are you alright? Like, is there anything I can do to help," sort of thing, like all that. And she was just like sobbing about it. And then at the end she was like, "I'm so sorry," and tipped me 20.
Oh my god!
I'm so annoyed that it's like a tip jar that like shares out. That would have been so useful. But I was so shocked. I was like, I don't know how to console this woman. She just,
Bless you.
I felt so bad, but also she was so sweet.
Oh, bless you. You're a good kid. Sometimes people hate people asking questions, so it's nice to be able to ask. Yeah, Tom and I are very aware that our way of life isn't, the norm. So we're more than happy to answer questions. We're open books. There's not very much we won't answer or talk about.
No.
But we know that a lot of people might have morbid curiosity about stuff like this and not know where they can go to ask those questions, So yeah. But surprisingly little hate for how many people in here. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We have had some, but I just ignored them. Sometimes I like to be nosy, but I'm not trying to hate, and most people scream hate. Oh no, I am a very nosy person. I am so nosy. Hey, mate.
Wait.
I am a very nosy person. So I always want to ask the questions that people think are inappropriate. So it'd be hypocritical of me to want to ask those questions and not be willing to answer them. If that makes sense. Even though you trust each other, feelings can still happen. They absolutely can. You're absolutely right. And if feelings did come up, we would kind of discuss that as and when. We have been married for 6 months. What's an open marriage? We have physical relationships outside of our marriage. Bless, Tom doesn't sound well. No, he's not. He got unwell at the beginning of June, had like a really bad cold with a cough, and then he got a bit better, but then I think his hay fever's made his cough a lot worse. So we went up to the out-of-hours doctor today. She had a listen to his chest and checked all his vitals. His heart rate was perfect, his blood oxygen was perfect, his blood pressure was perfect, his temperature was perfect. She just noticed a bit of a wheeze in the top of his lungs, so she thinks it's bronchitis. So he's on decongestants, paracetamol for the pain, because that's the biggest thing for Tom at the moment, is he's coughing so much his muscles hurt and he keeps getting cramp in his ribs. So he's having to take painkillers to help with that. So
Oh my god, I think Finn just joined. Is that Finn?
are you still in love with each other? We are, yeah. 6 years together, 2 years in an open marriage. No, so we've been together 8.5 years. We've been open for 2.5 of those years, and we've been married for 6 months. Oh, you were saying that you are 6 years together, 2 years in open marriage. All right. Sorry. Apologies. Congratulations, Dan.
Let me turn my camera off. This feels weird.
I feel weird. How did this come up in conversation? I said to Tom that if there was anything he wanted to explore with other people, then he could. Where did you meet your man? Oh, where do you meet your men? Most of the people I've slept with are people that I already know, people I knew from before my marriage, before my relationship. But then also kind of we go to like monthly meetups and stuff, and I meet them there. I've only just recovered from that nasty cold. Right? It's awful. I think you're amazing. I couldn't deal with my husband being with anyone else. You're so brave. Oh, thank you. I don't see it as brave. It's what's normal to us. I know that my husband at the end of the day is coming home to me. He's married to me. He wouldn't have married me if he didn't love me. I would brick my boyfriend's nan's windows if he ever tried to have another relationship. Fair. It's very specific. You leave his nan alone. His nan's probably done nothing wrong, but brick his windows. Does he watch or vice versa? Yeah. Sometimes he watches, sometimes I watch, sometimes we don't. Where are these meetups? So depending on where you are, where you live, depends on where they are. They tend to just be at pubs. They're very vanilla environments, very vanilla meetups. It's usually people having a couple of drinks, some food, and just talking with like-minded people. This live has been very eye-opening. Thank you, Betty. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. Well, I assume you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Wouldn't mind knowing where these meetups are. It all depends on where you live. There tend to be some everywhere. There's quite a few in the southeast. And yeah, it's just groups of like-minded people meeting up and talking about usually nothing in particular. Work, family, hobbies. Yeah. Are you on contraception? I am. I have been on contraception for 12 years. Have you ever fell pregnant with another man? No, I haven't. Well, not while I'm in this relationship. With my previous partner, with my ex-boyfriend, I fell pregnant with him. But while I've been with Tom, I haven't fallen pregnant. Except for Tom's baby. I have not fallen pregnant with another man while being with Tom. That was a lot of words to not say a lot of stuff. I'll be miles away now. Doubt I'm in Scotland a lot. It's a bit far. There's probably stuff in Scotland. If your husband was to finish in someone, would you consider that as cheating? No. I've enjoyed it. I love how you're so open about it. Oh, thank you, Betty. Do you have to tell each other before, or do you just get on and then tell him? No, we have to tell each other before. That's one of our boundaries, is that we both have to agree with it and be on board with it before we do anything. What about STDs? So everybody is regularly health checked and protection is used. What if he got another man? He's straight, so he wouldn't go for another man.
Now that there's a gap, I'm gonna respond to Charlene's comment.
Yeah, you respond, Charlene.
My ego is very bruised. I went into work today, and so last night I was walking home with a coworker and just left her turn the corner. That's when I slipped. And I was on shift with her today, and I saw her, and I was like, "You'll never guess what happened." And I told her, and she was like, "That's why I heard a bunch of drunk people laughing." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah." And then she's like, "Are you okay? Like, do you need to go get it checked out?" And I'm like, "I'm fine." Meanwhile, like, hobbling around. It's a bit swollen. I'm a tiny bit concerned, but not extremely, so.
If Mason was really worried, I would have received a picture saying, "Do I need to go to hospital?"
I almost sent you a picture earlier.
That does not surprise me. Mason got glass in his foot once and sent me a photo of him with his foot up on the sink trying to get this glass out of his foot and was like, "How do you get glass out of a foot?" I was like, right, okay, dude, I'm going to need so much context here.
It's my favourite picture, that one, because it's just like, you can tell I'm struggling to get my foot on the sink, and then I'm just doing like the like fucking rock hand with a vape in my hand. She's just like, how do I get glass out?
That is so funny.
Yeah, I'm glad she didn't see the full. That would have bruised my ego even more. Although I bruised my arm falling, I've since learned.
What are we going to do with you? Night, Kaylee!
Need to bubble wrap me.
This is some cook situation out here while your wife getting clarted. I mean, he clarts as well. Disrespect is crazy. There's no disrespect here. Might be a silly question. Can I ask why? Like, why be with someone else? Why not? It's a bit of fun, you know? I'm going to go for tonight. It's been great chatting with you both. Chat soon. Bye, Dan and Joe. What is the most amount of people you and Tom have been with in one go? There was 4 of us.
I couldn't.
It was...
I'd feel awkward. I'd just be sat there like, what do I do now?
Honestly, I was in the cuck chair like...
I was playing The Sims the other day. And I was playing Sims 3 University, and you know what the dorms are like in Sims 3 University. And I was playing a save of me and Chris, and he chose a room that had a cuck chair, and he was like decorating it, and he was like, "Do I keep the cuck chair?" And I'm like, "Why do you want a cuck chair in your Sims room?"
I mean, why not?
Fair.
The most amount of people Tom and I have been with is 4. So like us and 2 others, not us and 4 other people. But yeah, it was me, Tom, and 2 other women. Mace, do you have wicked whims?
I do indeed.
That does not surprise me. Have you ever got
Not
worried?
not even for the sex. It's just like I enjoy like the way the pregnancies work, the way like it involves birth control, like it adds drugs. I enjoy that.
Yeah, it's more like real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like most of the time, like if my Sims start woohooing, like I'll just like move away until they're done, so I don't watch it.
Just, I'm just not gonna watch this.
Yeah.
Have
One
you-
time, Mum walked in on me playing The Sims with Wicked Whips when The Sims was woohooing. I just panicked and like scrolled away.
I have no idea what's happening over there, Mum.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt worried or paranoid that he could fall for someone? Not really, because I trust him. Sometimes I think that I have insecurities in that I think that Tom's too good for me, and that I'm not like worthy because he's so wonderful. So I do wonder like if he's going to wake up one day and realize that I'm not good enough. But that's not to do with the other people. That's entirely a me thing. Thank you for the follow, user not found _600. Oh, it's a lot quieter in here now. I never thought I'd say 70 people in a live was quiet. We are nearly at 30,000 likes. That is wild. Wild. Thank you for the follow, Miss Dragonfly. Smile compared to my mother discovering I'm bi because I didn't know how to delete browser history. So when I was younger, my brother, mine and Mason's middle brother, I say middle brother, he's Mason's older brother. Our other brother and I got computers for Christmas one year. And they were downstairs in the family areas, and then as we got older, they went up into our bedrooms. And I got a Trojan on my computer from looking at Corn. And I said to my dad, I've got this thing, and I don't know what it's from. Obviously, Dad knew exactly what it's from. So I blamed it on one of the neighbours' kids. And they were then not allowed in on the computers unattended ever again. So, whoops. Thank you, Betty, for following. I appreciate that. Thank you for the share, Ben. Thank you for the likes. My God, we're nearly at 30,000 likes. What the fuck? What the fuck? Am I famous now? 69 people. Nice. Has Tom ever watched you with a man? Yes, he has. Yeah, you just listen. You sit there and listen, little brother. That's what I do, to be fair. Yeah. Hi, Black Hammer. How are you? Welcome back. Oh, that was so funny. Mason's like, I'm not listening. I'm not going to sit here while my sister talks about having sex with other men. And my brother-in-law watching it. Oh, so funny. Thank you for the likes. Oh my God, we're over 30,000 likes. What? That's wild. That is so insane. Oh, and we hit one of our gift goals as well. Amazing. There we go. We'll just set whatever they recommend. You guys have been so wonderful today. I'm doing good. Ask Tom if I'm worthy for a meetup. I think he's gone up to the loo. But yes. Sorry for your... I can hear you, but I can't see you. That was horrendous. Sorry for your loss. I assume that you've seen my TikToks and I talk about my miscarriage. If so, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Congrats. Thank you. Yeah, we had 300 and something people in here at one point. It's been wild. Marriages aren't talked about enough. Thank you for speaking and so open about it. No, I thank you, Shakira, for being here. I appreciate it.
I'm back.
You're back.
The signal here is so bad.
Oh my God, Pauline! Thank you for the tiny dinies.
Ah,
That's so sweet. If Tom caught feelings for another woman or vice versa, would you stay together? We would absolutely stay together. Whether we stayed open or not is another matter. It's something we would have to kind of figure out as we came to it. Oh, thank you for the gifts. You guys are so sweet. Thank you.
thank you for the gift, Charlene.
You got a little tofu. Oh, you got a little rainbow, you big queer.
No, that feels like a hate crime.
It's not pride anymore.
True.
Go back to being quiet in the corner.
I got a comment on my TikTok earlier because I posted a TikTok to like this thing that's like, I still feel like I'm 16.
Right.
And like all the comments are a bunch of people being like, felt this in brackets, I'm not 16 yet. And I was like, oh. But then one of the comments was just, you look gay. So I was like, maybe. Might because I am. And he was like, well, don't be. So I was like, my bad. I like women now.
It's like we had somebody in the chat earlier called Anna something, and Anna was like, "Just break up, lol," and I was like, "Oh, sorry, babe."
Will do.
Oh, let me take my rings off. Anna said so.
The signal here is so bad because I'm like, my flat is literally at the bottom of a massive like hill. I'll send you the picture later. Yes. But the signal was so bad because of it.
Ugh. Queer summer, yes, absolutely, Charlene. Every summer's queer summer. Not the hate crime. Honestly, the amount of times, like, being a member of the LGBTQ plus myself, that Mason's like, that's a hate crime. I'm like, can't hate crime you, because I am also queer.
You can still hate crime me.
Oh.
Are you trans?
Me not sending you money is not a hate crime.
Every Pride month, I put, like, you know, the, like, Instagram notes?
Yeah.
I'll put one being like not even Pride Month, it'll be like Trans Day of Remembrance, Trans Day of Visibility, like Pride Month, that sort of thing. I'll be like, send me a tenner or you're transphobic. And people laugh and I'm like, are you gonna send it?
I literally, last Pride Month, put on my Instagram like, fuck rainbow capitalism, sponsor a queer, send me money, here's my PayPal.
Yeah, I've done that.
Is Logan here? Logan is not here. I've not seen Logan for a little while. I hope he's okay. Where are you from, Hev? I'm from Hampshire. Well, I was born in Berkshire, then lived in Australia, then Berkshire again, and now Hampshire. So my accent's a little all over the place. How did you go by so fast? Right. I literally worked, I want to say, 1 week of June. I was off because I was signed off because of the miscarriage, and then I went back to work for a week, and then my manager called me and was like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. She was like, but are you really okay? And I was like, I'm not okay. And then had a mental breakdown. So now I'm off until middle of July.
You definitely need to visit while you're off.
I do. I did say to Tom today, I was like, oh, by the way, I might be going to visit Mace week after next. He was like, well, you've got the time, you might as well. I was like, yo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. You could always, like, stay in my room and I'll just, like, stay at Chris's or something. Save on a hotel.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Wait, so you wanted to keep the baby just because you were saying you didn't want one? No, so I was saying that we have no biological pull to have a child. We do want to have a child. We are more than happy to adopt. We've always said if we get pregnant and it happens, it's meant to happen. But yes, we did want the baby. Well, we found out at the same time that we lost it. So we didn't get a choice and we didn't have time to consider our options, but the chances are we would have kept it. I'm in Berkshire. Where in Berkshire did you live? I was born in Reading and I lived in Bracknell. Bracknell.
I was so tempted to get VIP for the Dan and Phil thing and just go to Sarah and just be like, Bracknell.
Bracknell.
Bracknell. That's all I'll say. And just walk
My
off.
sister went to school to Wokingham too.
Oh. I ended up getting tickets for Belfast and Birmingham.
Belfast and Birmingham.
Yeah, they're the easiest places to get to from here.
Also, where's my ticket?
I didn't buy the tickets, so you know how I'm living with Will in September?
Yes.
He was like, do you want me to get you them? I'm like, I don't have the money, because I was told that it would be like paid on the Friday, it wouldn't be week in hand, but it was week in hand. So I was like, I don't have the money. And he was like, it's all good, like, I've already bought the tickets, you can just pay me back. I'm like, thank you.
Fine. Well, yesterday we had Em over and Em was like, so these YouTubers I used to watch are going on tour. I went down and Phil. She was like, oh my God, you're a fan? I was like, of course I'm a fucking fan. I was like, I went to Interact with Introverts. She was like, oh my God, I've never been. They were like, oh my God, I've never been to a tour before. I was like, yeah, me and Mason are going. They were like, oh my God, we're going to Brighton. I was like, we haven't decided where we're going yet, but we're going.
We're going to one of them.
I'm going by myself.
Oh no, I'll still come. I'm just going to multiple.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
All right, now I'm going to specifically go to whatever one you're going to, but separate from you, just to spite you.
I won't talk to you. I'm like 10 minutes away from Bracknell. Amazing. Are you Reading way on the A329 or are you the opposite way? Anyone on this live has had the contraceptive implant out, let me know how it is. I have the contraceptive implant. I have had it taken out. I've been on it since I was 18, and I said 12. I've had it for 12 years, since I was 18. I've had it taken out and replaced every 3 years. I'm thinking about taking it out and leaving it out next year, but Tom and I haven't had that discussion and made that decision yet. So are you talking about having it out for good or just the experience of how it is taking it out? You here, can I ask what an open marriage is? Really quick rundown. Yeah, so in a nutshell, my husband and I have physical relationships with people outside of our marriage. Yes, Mason, Charlene lives in Northern Ireland.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
I just realised.
Man and Phil.
Yeah, I've just realised you're where I picked up saying Ireland funny from, because you just said it the exact same way I say it. I thought I was just weird. Everyone always like jokes about it being like, why do you say Ireland? I'm like, I don't know. That's just how I say it.
Northern Ireland.
Ireland.
I had it 2 years, really bad experience. How's it like hormone-wise and the pain of it taken out? The pain's not too bad because they give you a local anaesthetic. That stings. And then you just feel like some pulling. But it doesn't hurt being taken out. It does bruise. But yeah, hormone-wise, I don't know because I always have it replaced at the same time that I have it taken out. So I've just got a continual streak. Name a car for an edit. Vauxhall Astra.
I was going to say Ford Fiesta.
I'm about half-hour train ride from Belfast. Oh, amazing. I always get confused as to whether Belfast is Northern Ireland or if Dublin's Northern Ireland. I can never remember.
Same.
Opposite way, near a little town called Sandhurst. I know Sandhurst, Camberley, Ellesmere, all that fun stuff. But yes, I know Sandhurst very well. In fact, we go to Camberley once a month. Mine got stuck and the anaesthetic wore off because it took so long. I felt everything. Oh, that sounds awful. When I had to go to what's called the deep implant clinic because a couple of implants ago, it got lost. So they had to use an ultrasound to find it and get it out. So I had to have minor surgery. That was fun. And then the one I just had done, the person doing it, they didn't tell me that it was a trainee before they did it. They just said that somebody was helping out. So it did take a little while and I did have a bit of a funny turn. But on the whole, it just feels like pressure. Belfast is Northern Ireland, Dublin is Southern. Right, okay, cool. I will try and remember that. I'm glad I got it out because I had such a bad experience. A lot of people do have bad experiences on it. I've been quite lucky that, it's contributed to my weight gain, but other than that. May I join? What do you wish to discuss, Stockmar? We were having a rule that people have to send a gift to join, but we are quite quiet now. I used to have the implant, now have the copper IUD. I did for about 8 years-ish. Yeah, pickle.
Yeah. Thought I had some work to do, so I'll start kicking that off and then I'll go to it later.
Okay. 8, half 9, half 10, half 11, half 12. Yeah, it should be fine. What if you was to get pregnant by another man or he got another woman pregnant? I'm invested. I love that. So if I got, I wouldn't get pregnant by another man. I'm on the implant and I use protection. I've got infertility issues, so the chances of me getting pregnant by another man are very, very, very slim.
I only took one earlier.
You only took one what?
Paracetamol.
Oh, you silly sausage. If Tom got another woman pregnant, that's something we would have to discuss as and when. But we would support the person that he got pregnant and whatever their decision is. Whether it would be to keep it or get rid of it, we would support them wholeheartedly because it's their choice, it's their body.
I have a new hat.
Tom has changed his hat. But yeah, it would be kind of case by case. Open marriage, yes. So we sleep with people outside of our marriage. We were at 31.6 thousand likes.
Wow.
But we've currently got 58 people in, so it's calmed down a lot.
It's down to our normal numbers.
Right? Who thought 58 would be calm?
Also, was it you that I told the story about my mate's sister with the implant getting lost?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
where it ended up in her lung. That is terrifying. That's put me off the implant. I'm sticking to the pill.
when I first went on the implant. It's because I knew I wouldn't be able to remember to take the pill, but now because I take my what do we call my antidepressants?
What do we call
I
it?
can't remember.
What do we call
I had a nickname for my antidepressants. Can't remember what they are.
it? Don't kill 'em pills, are they?
I mean, kind of. But yeah, because I take my antidepressants regularly now, I think I'd be okay with the pill.
I just have an alarm set at 9 o'clock every day.
You guys are inspiring. Oh, thank you, Danny. My boyfriend wants to add someone. Is that to cheat with consent? Well, every relationship defines what cheating is to them. So what's cheating to you might not be cheating to us, and what's cheating to us might not be cheating to you. So it's hard to answer that question. But if you've consented to them having sex with someone and the person they're having sex with is consented, then I don't think that would be cheating. My friend's implant moved about 5 inches, but the lung, Jesus. Yeah, right. Mine just got deeper in my arm. Do you love him? I do.
Yes, we love each other.
I love you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
He wants to add a girl, no boy. Again, that all depends on whether you're okay with that, or your relationship structure, what you define as cheating. It's hard to answer that question.
Some people also find inequality to not be acceptable. So some people say, well, if they're having a woman, then you should have a man, or woman if you wanted a woman. Some people are okay with inequality. There are lots of couples which only have a third, and that is a woman, and everyone's happy and consenting. So
Yeah.
it fully depends on your relationship.
Just a general question. If I was to say for your husband to message me now, would you get jealous? No. Have at it, girl. Slide into those DMs. I said yes for him, but I don't think I'm bi. That's absolutely fine. If you're not bisexual, if you're happy with him being with somebody else, as long as you're happy with it. You don't gotta be bisexual.
I'm probably going to head off because I just realised I still haven't had dinner.
Right,
All
you should maybe do that.
All I've had was a meal deal after my shift, so it was hell serving roast dinners all day while starving.
Go fuel your body. Go eat food.
I'll probably FaceTime you at some point next couple of days because I have a couple of days off.
Okay, kiddo. Yeah, that's fine. I'll be at home.
Fair. See
Love
ya.
you guys.
Bye, love ya.
No, I didn't mean it like that. No, I know you didn't, but that's how I would react. If somebody asked if they could message my husband, I'd tell him to have at it. Have you thought about adding a third? We play with people together, but romantically we are monogamous, so we wouldn't have a third in terms of like a relationship, but we have played with people. Bloody hell, Maze, it's midnight, right? He probably forgot to eat. Thank you for the follow, Tracy. Is there anything you do consider cheating, like emotionally, for example? Yeah, so, if one of us was sending messages to another person,
Hiding it.
and hiding it, if they went out and slept if one of us went out and slept with somebody without discussing it first, lying about things, lots of, just mainly kind of lying and deceitful behaviour. We discuss everything. Oh, you just answered my question. Oh, okay. There you go. Very cool, user 8694548798345. No, thank you. My nose is so itchy. Hay fever is doing my head in. Thanks. You're welcome.
I find it very interesting that people keep coming in here and spouting off political things.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Nice comment, user. Very cool. New here. What is an open marriage? Sorry. That's okay. We have intimate physical relationships with people outside of our marriage. This is interesting. Oh. Hi, Ash. Welcome in. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Jealousy at all? No. No jealousy. Although we did discuss earlier, if one of us went on holiday, the other one would be jealous.
Yeah, but you'd have to go on holiday instead.
I probably would.
Ow. I am in pain.
Have you got your inhaler?
It's over there somewhere. I don't think I need it right now.
No?
No.
How long have you done an open marriage? We have been in an open marriage for, well, we've been open for 2.5 years, but we've only been married for 6 months. What if he or you fell in love with another person? We would discuss that as and when it came to it. But, you know, you don't just kind of fall in love with someone. You know, those feelings start to develop first. So it would be kind of, you know, there's a lot of steps in between. You two are very relaxed about it all. This destroyed my 11-year relationship. I'm so sorry to hear that you had a bad experience. That's awful. But, you know, it's working for us so far.
And not everyone has a good experience, and it's worth knowing that it isn't for everyone. If relationships aren't solid enough, it can cause a problem. Or if people are not honest enough, it can cause problems.
Yeah. Have you ever had someone over to do stuff and they stay the night? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than happy for them to. We have a spare room. They're more than welcome to stay there. They wouldn't share the bed with whoever they came to see. They would stay in the spare room and we share our bed together. Does he watch? Sometimes. And I watch him sometimes. Do you experience them alone or together? Both. Sometimes we play separately, sometimes we play together. Sometimes we play separately but watch the other. You know, it's all of it. Being open isn't isn't a plaster on a failing relationship. Yes, absolutely.
Completely agree.
Lovely to meet you too, Raymond. Thank you for being here. Hope you sleep well. Oh, my hip. My hip just clicked. I'm going mouldy.
I'm going mouldy.
I'm going mouldy.
I'll trade you in.
Trade me in for a younger model. You gotta be careful how often you do that. You can't. There's not much youngers. This is actually interesting. I'm so invested. Amazing. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Danny. And yeah, any questions you have, happy to ask. What's lacking in your relationship for this to be an option? If we were to say that anything was lacking, it would be that
Friends was lacking.
But I would also say that Tom has kinks that he wants to explore that I don't enjoy, and I have kinks that I want to explore that Tom doesn't enjoy. So, you know, we have a lot of crossover in our tastes, and where we don't, it's where we see other people.
Yeah. I just rubbed my eye and it's very sore.
I just told my partner about an open relationship. He said no, so I don't think he wants to cheat. Well, that's good then. How often do you go live on TikTok? I personally, every couple of days. But we've been doing these once a week or so, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, every week or so. It depends how often Ev gets banned. Also that.
Who said that?
Charlene.
Charlene, you are fucking right. Oh my gosh.
Do you want to wipe?
No, I'm right. I'll be a man about it.
Your eyes are rubbing and my nose is itchy. The pollen must be high in the room right now. Is the pollen in the room with us?
The pollen is in the room. It's amazing that, you know, man can create these wonderful structures and these technological fandangle things, but a bit of pollen, that'll take me out.
Oh, Tamsin, thank you for the roses. I'm a bona fide riot. Yes, you are, Charlene. Do you see others often? Every other week or so?
It depends what you consider often. Yeah.
Yeah, it all depends when schedules align. That is what 99% of open marriage is calendar admin.
But also seeing people doesn't necessarily mean anything sexual. Like, we had someone over yesterday just to hang out.
Yeah. Love you guys. Oh, thank you, John. Appreciate that. Oh, Tamsin, thank you for the flame arts. Oh, loving all these gifts. We've completed goals again. Stunning. And we've got 2 subscribers. I'm just going to go with whatever goals it suggests. There we go. Why not? We'll go for that.
My goal is to have fun and educate people.
Exactly. Did Tom notice my absence when I was gone? Only because I mentioned it, but that's because Tom doesn't really take a lot of notice of my lives.
Who was gone? Charlene?
Charlene, yeah.
Oh, no, I did know.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Black Hammer says, Tom, let me in the fold. Yes, well, you were gone. What was it you said, Black Hammer? I can't remember now. He said something, and I was like, oh, Tom is upstairs. I can't find it now.
I mean, as long as Health consents, I'm game.
I'm also game. Said, ask Tom if I'm worthy for a meetup.
Yeah, why not?
Ask him if I'm qualified. Is Black Hammer qualified? Well, we're going to have to watch you stream on Twitch, aren't we? We're going to have to see what your gaming prowess is like.
Yeah, right.
Are there any aspects about open marriage that you resent? Ooh, good question. I don't think so. Because if we did...
resent them, we would just go back.
Yeah, if we didn't like something, we would
fix it
before it became resent.
Nope.
Oh God, I'm not qualified then.
Not with that attitude.
I would feel so guilty if I was with one of you in the room and the other one was in the other room. Well, I always offer when Tom has people come over, especially the first time, I always offer to make myself scared. Tom would never make me leave.
Ow.
Tom would never make me leave, but we did have a arrangement that I would go to Hobbycraft with Tom's bank card. That got too expensive for Tom, so we stopped that arrangement. But yeah, I always offer to make myself scarce, but I'm very lucky the people that come into the house are more than happy for me to stay. Usually I go on my computer, play some video games, I put my headphones on, listen to music.
Sometimes don't put your headphones on.
Sometimes I don't put my headphones on, sometimes I listen to other things. But yeah, so yeah, it's I can imagine it can be daunting for people, so I always offer those kind of accommodations. How do you think it will work when a child is around? I don't know, in all honesty. That's a bridge we would have to cross when we got to it. It might be that we put it on hold or stop altogether for a while. And while we realize, while we figured out being parents and how that works for us. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.